It was just instinct, man. It happened so quick. I didn't want to shoot him, but when I saw him swing around so fast, I didn't want to get shot either.
When you hear me talk about the real issues behind violence, this is the story that encapsulates that idea perfectly. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms for your NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box. And if you like my channel, like my content and what I do here, you can subscribe to me and donate to me through the link. Everything is appreciated, and let's talk about this. I stumbled on this story, okay? Literally stumbled on it. But watching it, immediately I said to myself, when I talk about the real problem with violence, and let's go specifically gun violence, and I say that they're not addressing the real issue, this story is absolutely perfect. It's a perfect example of it. I watched this story, and now, let me give you a disclaimer. This story is like 9 years ago, but it is a perfect example of what I am talking about when I say the real problem. You saw a little bit of it. I want to go ahead and play the rest for you. Of course, I have to do still shots because I don't want to get a strike for copyright. So, but you'll get the gist of this. So let's go ahead and watch that.
It was just instinct, man. It happened so quick. I didn't want to shoot him, but when I saw him swing around so fast, I didn't want to get shot either.
That's what a customer who opened fire on a would-be robber inside a dollar store told Fox 10 News last night. Well, tonight, the family of that suspected thief is lashing out.
And last night, you heard exclusively from the customer who stepped in to rescue store employees that were held at gunpoint. Well, the family of that man says he shouldn't have got involved.
Fox 10 News reporter Andrew Perez has more.
From his hospital bed at USA Medical Center, 18-year-old Adric White waits for a jail bed. The teen already has robbery charges hanging over his head from September. On Tuesday, officials believe White struck again, but this time was different.
He had the gun to his head. He had him on his knees. I drew my gun on him and I said, "Hey, don't move." At that point, he swung around, and before he had a chance to aim the gun at me, I fired.
A customer who we're not identifying was shopping at the Family Dollar on Stanton Road when he says he saw White holding employees at gunpoint. The customer pulled out his own gun and fired 5 times. While police say it was completely legal, White's family says they're angry.
If his life was not in danger, if no one had a gun up to him, if no one pointed a gun at him, what gives him the right to think that it's okay to just shoot someone? You should have just left the store and left and went wherever you had to go in your car or whatever.
Originally, we had interviewed White's parents about the cases, but they later called demanding that we not air it. 2 robberies in 2 months. We asked one relative her thoughts about the accusations.
We don't know. Like I said, we don't know anything. We only know what we've been hearing secondhand through the news, so I would not like to come in because I don't know.
As he recovers from his gunshot wounds and prepares for what's to come, the Baldwin County District Attorney's Office is filing to have his bond revoked. They want White kept in jail and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Now, White's family told us that he was hanging with the wrong people and needed help. They believe he didn't deserve to be shot. His last alleged robbery was at the original Oyster House on the Causeway. Officials say he even had the same M.O.
Okay, you heard that and you saw that. I hope you're as stunned as I am. You heard the family literally, the mother literally saying, the gun wasn't pointed at you. Why didn't you just get in your car and just leave and go about do whatever you were going to do? Leave a group of people in the store on their knees with a gun to the back of the head. No. Don't get involved. Yes, our son is a criminal. Yes, he'd been arrested for a similar robbery and basically he's basically bonded out. And for a similar robbery, yes, he is no good, but we're going to defend him. We're going to defend him anyway. This, when I say talk about the real problem, here it is. The mother is more concerned with the fact that a good Samaritan, a good person, saw what's going on and prevented a potential murder than she is about the fact that her son, 18 years old, is a criminal who is obviously is just a bad apple. No, that's not her concern. It's a person who stepped in to potentially save other people's lives. You watch things like this and you scratch your head like, what is wrong with these people? And it isn't, it's a societal breakdown. And it's not just crime in general. It's just a cultural grift that is falling apart. You're watching all these people storm across the U.S., just robbing stores left and right. And people are more like, well, just let them take it. It's reparations. No, just let them do that because, they're owed. And it's like, no. This is another example of playing the victim when you are the criminal. It is. I was stunned when I saw this. Absolutely stunned that this mother took this position. But this is reflective and indicative of what is happening now today. This was 9 years ago. This attitude that this mother has is now permeated our entire society on a cultural level. And it's just getting worse because it's starting to basically cross over where parents are making excuses for the criminal activity of their children. And, I applaud the parents who in the past, in a few stories recently, where parents have, through the news, media, what have you, have realized that their child had done something criminal and turned them in. But that's very, very far and few between. Big time. But it just amazed me that we won't take accountability. I keep talking about accountability. And the only answer that, of course, is going to come from this is from specific groups, is we need gun control. Well, we have gun control. He's 18 years old. He had a gun. That's federal law right there that he's broken, and state law also, probably. But how did he get a hold of the gun in the first place? He's already out on bond for basically another robbery. Not too far from where we did this one at this other store. So what gun control would you propose to prevent that from happening? There is none. But yet they think they have all the answers. And we have got to do a massive shift because we're going to end up going nowhere. And this is crazy. We need accountability. When we start having accountability and we start having people held 100% liable for everything that they do, instead of playing this equity game, this violence is going to escalate and escalate and escalate. We keep getting teenagers that we catch out in the streets with illegal guns. They get a slap on the wrist and get sent right back out there. And eventually they escalate until they kill somebody because they're not being held accountable from the beginning. They end up killing somebody and somebody says, well, why couldn't we have just taken care of this in the beginning? But once again, they hold the public, the general public, to a higher standard than the criminals. Now, the police are not holding this guy, the guy who actually intervened and shot him. But the attitude of the family is disgusting. Okay? She's sitting there saying, well, what gives him the right to shoot someone? Well, what gives your 18-year-old armed son the right to rob somebody and to point a gun at somebody, back of somebody's head? It's you just get tired of hearing this crap. But, like I said, I just wanted to get that out there. This is the attitude. This is the modern day attitude. When a teenager, commits a crime, instead of the parent coming out and saying, yeah, you messed up. This is all on you. You deal with it. You want to act grown? There you go. No. They come out and say, oh, it's society's fault. It's the white man's fault. It's whoever's fault. They try to place blame elsewhere. The blameless society. It's disturbing. It's absolutely disturbing. But this is like probably one of the better examples of when I talk about the real problem not being addressed. This is it here, and it's this story specifically falls back on the parents, 100%, because you can see why the son acts the way he does, because all you got to do is just listen to the parents. But until we fix this, violence will continue. And like I said, some people want it to continue because that's what they use as their foundation to push gun control laws that don't address the problem. Yeah, but let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.